The Network Journal is proud to present the 18th annual 40 Under 40 Achievement Awards program, honoring 40 dynamic men and women who are reaching for higher goals and shaping the future of business through their commitment to professional excellence and their community. The Network Journal would like to take this opportunity to thank the members of the business community who nominated all of this year's honorees and the sponsors of this year's program: EMC, WBLS WLIB Radio, AfricaStrictlyBusiness.com, and African American Golfers Digest. And now, we give you the year 2015 40 Under 40 Achievement Award recipients. Kenny Anderson. Kenny Anderson personifies the expression, "You can do anything you put your mind to." From not being able to read, write, and do math in 4th grade, he has risen to become the Senior Vice President of Merchandising Americas at luxury apparel makers Hugo Boss Fashions Inc. of Germany. Anderson focuses on the United States, Canada, and Mexico, and oversees their marketing accordingly. An alum of Michigan State University, he was the first in his family to graduate from college. Anderson works with students through Michigan State's marketing program, New York Cares, and with PS 190 in Brooklyn, New York. He is particularly passionate about mentoring students and managing money to avoid college debt. Kenny Anderson. Yukachi Inoue, CPP. Yukachi Inoue is at the helm of the Estee Lauder Companies, where she is Director of Global Package Development for the Estee Lauder skincare category. Prior to joining Estee Lauder, Inoue managed new product launches at Avon Products Inc. and Coty Inc. She shifted to a career in engineering and earned a bachelor's degree in Industrial and Systems Engineering at Rutgers University. She also holds a master's in business administration with a focus on marketing from the same institution. Inoue volunteers at various organizations, including the LaGuardia Academy of Arts and Technology in the Bronx, New York, where she speaks to students about the importance of higher education and of pursuing careers in math and science. Yukachi Inoue. Celeste Cox Baldwin, MD. Dr. Celeste Cox Baldwin is a primary care physician at Norwalk Community Health Center in Connecticut. In 2007, she joined Prime Care Medical LLP in Stamford, Connecticut, and developed a successful private practice with an affluent patient base. But she yearned to share her expertise in preventive medicine and chronic disease management with those who had less access to quality care. Dr. Baldwin earned a bachelor's degree in biomedicine magna cum laude at the City College of New York, and at age 24, a doctorate of medicine from New York University School of Medicine. She serves on the executive board of her local chapter of Jack and Jill of America, as a member of the Hanson Place SDA School Board, and as the Women's Ministries leader at her church. Celeste Cox Baldwin, MD. Calvina Bostic, Esquire. As a corporate partner in the New York office of K&L Gates, Calvina Bostic focuses on complex mergers and acquisitions, private equity deals, and general business matters. She began her career at K&L Gates as a summer associate in 2005 and made partner in 2015, becoming the first African-American female partner in the New York office. Bostic graduated cum laude from the University of Florida with a bachelor's degree in finance and earned a Juris Doctor from Georgetown University Law Center. Bostic serves as pro bono counsel to community, human services, and educational nonprofit organizations and volunteers with the New York School Board Mentoring Program and the SEO Career Scholars Program. She is also involved in several organizations, including Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Inc. and Corporate Council Women of Color. Calvina Bostic, Esquire. Lysandra Boykin. Lysandra Boykin quickly advanced at Delta Airlines Inc. since she was hired in 2007. She now holds the title of Project Manager, Community Affairs, and manages and coordinates employee volunteer engagement with Junior Achievement, Playground Builder Kaboom, Pride Events, the 100 Black Men of America Atlanta Football Classic, and other community projects. A self-described true Tar Heel, Boykin graduated from the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill with a bachelor's degree in Management and Society and membership in Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Inc. In February, she received Hyatt Regency Atlanta's Hyatt Herald Award, honoring next-generation leaders who are bringing positive change to their local community. Lysandra Boykin. Jerry Bright. Jerry Bright is head of marketing and investor relations at Mark Asset Management, a $500 million New York City hedge fund. Bright honed his marketing expertise at Third Point LLC, a hedge fund, Time Magazine, and Reuters. An internship while at Reuters took him to London, then to a post in Japan, after which he became one of the company's youngest directors globally. Bright holds a bachelor's degree in business administration from the University of North Carolina and completed the Executive Master of Business Administration program at New York University. A 1996 White House intern, he is a member of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity, Inc., and has served and will again serve on the board of trustees of two institutions that benefited him most as a youth growing up in New York City's South Bronx community, Prep for Prep and Collegiate School. Jerry Bright. Amani Brown. Amani Brown is the brand manager for Kellogg's. Heading Kellogg's master brand since May 2014, she is building the company's Olympic sponsorship and its annual Give a Child Breakfast campaign. A Diamond Life member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority, Inc., Brown graduated from the University of Michigan, Ann Arbor with a bachelor's degree in English and Japanese, and promptly moved to Japan to teach English for a year. Returning to the United States, she embarked on a sales career. After several years in sales, Brown obtained an MBA in Marketing and Strategy from the University of Chicago Booth School of Business. Brown continues to develop her skills outside the office as Communications Chair of Kellogg's African American Resource Group and as the Midwest Regional Director of Caliber, an Executive Leadership Council affiliate group. Amani Brown. Kevin Chanashing. Kevin Chanashing started his career with Solomon Smith Barney, Citigroup's investment banking division. Following an MBA in Finance and Marketing at the Wharton School at the University of Pennsylvania, he spent several years at Boston Consulting Group before joining Discover Financial Services, where he worked in strategy and ultimately led the firm's Lean program. Since 2013, Chanashing has been the risk officer for the Discover consumer banking and lending businesses. He attended the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill, where he earned a bachelor's degree in business administration. Chanashing has a strong passion for playing the piano. He also enjoys career coaching and mentoring high-potential diverse business professionals, participating in Discover's employee connection groups, and supporting the Bethany retirement community. Kevin Chanashing. Jimmy Davis, Ph.D. Jimmy Davis is a corporate executive, entrepreneur, consultant, college professor, and executive coach. In 2010, Davis, who holds doctoral and master's degrees in industrial and organizational psychology from the University of Georgia and a bachelor's in psychology from Morehouse College, founded Blacksmith Consulting Company to assist businesses in building leadership skills. His clients included such names as Home Depot, Bell South, UPS, and the American Cancer Society. As part of a $20 million initiative, he developed the human resources strategy for the Home Depot fuel store. Davis is an assistant professor of psychology at Clark Atlanta University and works with Create Your Dreams, a mentoring and support nonprofit for students from 3rd grade to college. Jimmy Davis. Margot Ferrandino, Esquire. Margot Ferrandino is the Deputy General Counsel of Labor and Employment at the New York City Department of Housing Preservation and Development, the country's largest municipal housing preservation and development agency. Ferrandino earned a bachelor's degree at the School of Industrial and Labor Relations at Cornell University and a Juris Doctor at New York University School of Law. She gives back to the community through practicing attorneys for law students and the Association of Black Women Attorneys. She once served as president of the latter. Margot Ferrandino, Esquire. Nyla Flake Brown. Nyla Flake Brown has spent her entire 15-year career at Morgan Stanley, first as a financial analyst, and now as Managing Director and Head of Coverage for the Commercial Real Estate Lending Group in the Fixed Income Division. In 2014, she originated more than $2 billion in financing for clients. Business is just one of 2 loves of her life, the second being dance. Flake Brown pursued both, graduating magna cum laude from Spelman College with a bachelor's degree in economics, while continuing to study dance as an extracurricular activity. In 2008, she opened the Inner Visions Theater Arts Center in South Jamaica, Queens, serving more than 200 people, mainly children, with fitness and dance programs. Nyla Flake Brown. Denora M. Gadachu. Denora Gadachu is the campaign manager and legislative counsel at the Brennan Center for Justice at New York University School of Law, where she develops and directs national advocacy campaigns relating to democracy matters, such as voter registration modernization and campaign political funding initiatives. Previously, Gadachu served as the policy director for Public Advocate, now Mayor. Gadachu earned a bachelor's degree at John Jay College of Criminal Justice and a Juris Doctor at Fordham University School of Law. Gadachu serves as vice chair of Manhattan Community Board 7 and on the board of Union Settlement. She volunteers with the Greater New York chapter of the Lynx Inc. and the New York Junior League. Denora M. Gadachu. Satasha L. Green, Ph.D. Satasha L. Green is the Dean of the College and Education at Chicago State University. At Buffalo State College, she was honored 3 times for promoting equality and campus diversity. Dr. Green holds a bachelor's degree in sociology and anthropology, a master's in sociology with a minor in education and psychology from Texas A&M University Kingsville, and a Ph.D. in multicultural special education from the University of Texas at Austin. She is a member of the Council for Exceptional Children's Division for Culturally and Linguistically Diverse Exceptional Learners. Satasha L. Green. Abdul Henderson. Abdul Henderson is the Executive Director of the Congressional Black Caucus, a post he has held since January. He primarily serves as the Strategic Policy and Political Advisor for the 46 caucus members and as the chairman's liaison to the White House, House and Senate leadership, and various Democratic committees. He has spent most of his 8-year service as Control Team Chief in the United States Marine Corps Reserve. Henderson also served in Operation Iraqi Freedom. Honorably discharged from the Marine Corps, Henderson worked in various positions for Representative Diane E. Watson of California, now retired. Henderson has bachelor's and master's degrees in business administration from the University of Maryland. Abdul Henderson. Judy E. Hopkins, J.D. Judy E. Hopkins is a corporate vice president at New York Life's Office of Governmental Affairs, advocating the company's position on key legislative and regulatory issues to policymakers and national and local trade associations. Hopkins co-founded New York Life's pro bono legal program and is a member of the leadership team of the company's African American Employee Resource Group, serving as its co-chair for the past 3.5 years. Hopkins received a Juris Doctor from St. John's University School of Law, following a bachelor's degree in journalism and political science from New York University. She performs pro bono legal work and volunteers with charities. Judy E. Hopkins. Janie M. Ingram. As National Executive Director of the civil rights organization National Action Network, Janie M. Ingram focuses on fundraising for the organization's mission of creating one standard of justice and decency for all. Ingram bolstered her natural leadership talent with a bachelor's degree in psychology from Clark Atlanta University, a master's in nonprofit management from New School University, and leadership certification from Kansas University. Ingram is a founding board member of the Women in Entertainment Empowerment Network, a co-founder of Ambassadors of Hope, a philanthropic and scholarship campaign in New Jersey, and a Give One Project Fellow. Janie M. Ingram. Charles F. Johnson II, Esquire. Charles F. Johnson II serves as the Labor Relations Specialist for New York City Health and Hospitals Corp., the country's largest municipal healthcare system. Among his many accomplishments there, Johnson redesigned the Respecting Boundaries brochure aimed at preventing sexual misconduct and cut millions of dollars in overtime costs and absence-related expenditures. Johnson previously worked at the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission and as special counsel at Brown Greer plc. Johnson attended Fort Valley State University and earned a Juris Doctor at Thomas M. Cooley Law School at Western Michigan University. He is involved in the Black Lives Matter movement. Charles F. Johnson II, Esquire. Neil Johnson. Neil Johnson is a senior business analyst and project manager for American International Group, Inc., a global insurance company employing more than 64,000 in 90 countries. He recently was named a vice president of the leadership team of the firm's Black Professional Executive Roundtable Group. Johnson is a member of the Object Management Group and is certified as an expert in business process modeling notation. He is a member of the International Institute of Business Analysts, New York City chapter, and a member of Modern Analyst, a resource organization for business analysts. Among other activities, he serves as an alumni interviewer for Bronxboro students applying to Yale. Neil Johnson. Jillian E. Joseph, Esquire. Jillian E. Joseph has been executive counsel for GE Capital Real Estate since 2014. One of only 2 African American women to hold an executive title at GE Capital Real Estate. Joseph spearheads a 10-week summer internship program for law students. A liaison to the company's human resources team for the recruitment of diverse talent, she created a leadership workshop aimed at providing upper management exposure to and opportunities for African Americans. She earned her bachelor's degree cum laude at Colgate University and her Juris Doctor with honors at the University of Pennsylvania Law School. For 15 years, Joseph has been devoted to A Better Chance, which provides educational opportunities to talented students of color. She has chaired Delta Academy, a supplemental educational program for young girls of color, sponsored by Delta Sigma Theta Sorority, Inc. Jillian E. Joseph, Esquire. Yusef M. Qasim, Sr. Yusef Mohammed Qasim Sr. obtained a Bachelor of Applied Science degree in Systems Engineering from the University of Pennsylvania, but was always fascinated with Wall Street. By graduation, he had landed an interview with Goldman Sachs and ultimately became part of a select group of global analysts hired in 1999, less than 1% of whom were African Americans. Today, he is a senior member of the Investor Relations Group at Eton Park Capital Management, sharing responsibility for the global marketing and client service aspects of the funds the company manages. In 2009, Qasim co-founded the nonprofit America Needs You to support ambitious, career-minded, low-income college students through mentoring, professional networking, and career development opportunities. Yusef M. Qasim Sr. James Felton Keith. A co-founder and chief operating officer of financial technology firm Accrue Inc., James Felton Keith leads a team that harnesses the power of big data and machine learning to offer robust predictive analyses of the financial markets to institutions and individuals. He was the first CEO of the Detroit Regional LGBT Chamber of Commerce. Keith holds a bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering from Tuskegee University, a master's in finance and liberal arts from Harvard University, and an MBA with a focus in information technology at Lawrence Technological University in Michigan. He co-founded the Keith Institute in Detroit, a tutoring and research institute focused on tutelage, mentorship, and education. James Felton Keith. Shamika Lackey, SPHR. In March, Shamika Lackey was promoted from Human Resources Director to Vice President of Human Resources for the Mid-Atlantic region at Macy's, Inc. She now has to comprehend the demographics of the various Mid-Atlantic markets, develop leaders, and build relationships internally, essentially investing in the talent of the organization. Lackey graduated with a bachelor's in business management from the State University of New York at Buffalo in 1997. And in 1998 joined Macy's as an assistant buyer in the merchandising group. 10 years later, on a leap of faith, she left merchandising for a position in human resources. A proud member of Delta Sigma Theta sorority, Lackey indulges her passion for running as a volunteer coach for the nonprofit Girls on the Run. Shamika Lackey, SPHR. Jamal Lassane, JD. Jamal Lassane is Vice President of Legal and Business Affairs for the Madison Square Garden Company's team and sports operations. He provides business and legal support to the Knicks, New York Rangers, New York Liberty, Westchester Knicks, and other sporting operations occurring at MSG and its owned or affiliated venues. He also provides counsel to the Garden of Dreams Foundation, a nonprofit that utilizes MSG assets to provide memorable experiences to kids in crisis. With a bachelor's degree in intensive sociology from Yale University and a Juris Doctor from Harvard Law School, Lesane began his law career as a corporate associate at Covington & Burling, LLP. Lesane is a donor, fundraiser, and volunteer at Prep for Prep, a program that identifies New York City's most promising students of color and prepares them for placement at independent schools in the city and boarding schools. Jamal Lesane, J.D. R. LaRue Lewis McCoy, Ph.D. R. LaRue Lewis McCoy is a scholar and activist in education, youth culture, and public policy. He is an associate professor of sociology and Black studies at the City College of New York of the City University of New York System. Lewis McCoy authored the book Inequality in the Promised Land: Race, Resources, and Suburban Schooling, published by Stanford University Press in 2014. Lewis McCoy has a bachelor's degree in sociology from Morehouse College and a master's in sociology and doctorate in public policy and sociology from University of Michigan. He co-leads the Ndugu and Nzinga Africa Rites of Passage program for men and women in New York City and volunteers with the Malcolm X grassroots movement and 16 Days Against Gender Violence at CCNY. R. LaRue Lewis McCoy. Richard C. Manso. Richard Manso received a bachelor's degree in Management Information Systems from Pace University during the rapid growth of e-commerce in the late 1990s. He also earned an MBA in Marketing at Pace, focusing on innovation and technological management. After 10 years of technology consulting and digital agency work, Manso landed at L'Oreal's Luxe division and is now Vice President of Interactive Marketing and E-commerce. He heads e-business for the beauty giant's international designer brand collections, including Giorgio Armani Beauty and Yves Saint Laurent Beauty, as well as Viktor & Rolf and Ralph Lauren fragrances. Manso organizes an annual collection of gently used clothes for men's shelters in New York City and addresses minority high school students who are interested in technology. Richard C. Manso. Andrew McCaskill. Nielsen lured Andrew McCaskill from his senior vice president position at Weber Shandwick with a roster of Fortune 50 clients and made him senior vice president of global communications for its Global Media Relations Center of Excellence. He guides Nielsen's media relations teams in 106 countries in proactive public relations and reputation management, leads external media strategies for the firm's global surveys, multicultural communications, corporate social responsibility, and technology incubators in New York and Israel, and acts as communications liaison to Nielsen's investor relations team. He earned a bachelor's degree in English at Morehouse College, an MBA in Organizational Management from Emory University, and a certificate in Crisis Communications from the Institute for Crisis Management in Louisville, Kentucky. Devoted to community service, McCaskill volunteered with United Way Greater Atlanta for more than 10 years. Andrew McCaskill. Medina McDonald. Medina Dina McDonald is the Human Resources Operations Manager at EMC Corp., a $25 billion global leader in enabling businesses to transform and deliver information technology as a service. McDonald is president of EMC New York, New Jersey Women's Leadership Forum. She holds a bachelor's degree from Wilberforce University's College of Business and Economics, an MBA in Finance and Strategy from Long Island University's Graduate School of Business, and certification in Negotiation and Leadership from Harvard School of Law. This summer, McDonald plans to launch Camp Cares, a nonprofit aimed at inspiring underserved and high-potential youth in a call to the arts via media. Medina McDonald. Nia R. Metter, DNP. Dr. Nia R. Metter earned dual undergraduate degrees with honors in nursing and biology at the College of Mount St. Vincent and a master's and doctorate in nursing at Pace University. Dr. Metter is a dually board-certified family nurse practitioner at Mount Sinai Medical Center in New York City. Passage of the Affordable Care Act put Dr. Metter and her staff at the forefront of preventive care for communities of color. She is a member of the Preventable Admissions Care Team at Mount Sinai, which provides medical care to chronically ill and patients at a high risk for rehospitalization. Dr. Metter teaches nursing and medical students and mentors students from the Frederick Douglass Academy II in Harlem, New York City through the I-Mentoring program, encouraging them to consider careers in science. Nia R. Metter, DNP. Cleman Moorer Jr., DBA. Cleman Moorer Jr. is the Dean of the School of Business at Madonna University in Livonia, Michigan, and the author of 2 memoirs, From Failure to Promise, An Uncommon Path to Professoriate, and From Failure to Promise, 360 Degrees. Moorer earned his bachelor's degree in Management Information Systems at Kettering University in Flint, Michigan, an MBA and Master's in Organizational Behavior at Benedictine University, and a doctorate in Business Administration at Argosy University, Schaumburg. He is the founder of Dr. C. Moorer and Associates, Inc., a nonprofit that provides scholarships and grants to motivated students and educators of all ethnic backgrounds. The foundation has awarded scholarships to 18 students and grants to 12 educators, totaling more than $30,000 since its launch in 2010. Cleman Moorer Jr., DBA. Ineka A. Norville, Esquire. As Senior Manager for Corporate Social Responsibility at BET Networks, Ineka Norville appreciates the impact of her department's work, using pro-social marketing as a business driver to reach a broader audience on college campuses, at community events, and through key strategic partnerships. In 2008, Norville received an Emmy Award for her work on the Wrap It Up campaign in partnership with the Kaiser Family Foundation. Norville plans to remain in corporate responsibility while embracing opportunities to evolve within cause marketing and adapting to social media's influence on the way corporations communicate with consumers. Norville holds a bachelor's degree in communications from Boston University College of Communication, a master's in public administration from Baruch College, and a law degree from Brooklyn Law School. Ineka A. Norville, Esquire. Rakia R. Pippins, Esquire. After just 9 years practicing law, Rakia R. Pippins is a senior associate attorney at Kelly Dry & Warren LLP, representing Fortune 500 companies before the National Advertising Division of the Better Business Bureau in their challenges of competitors' advertising of consumer products. Pippins strives to ensure a continuous pipeline of African American attorneys in America, from serving as chair of the National Black Law Students Association to her pro bono rotation with the Children's Law Center. Pippins holds a bachelor's degree from Stanford University and a Juris Doctor from the University of Virginia School of Law. She chairs the Next Generation Leaders Board of the Boys and Girls Clubs of Greater Washington, D.C. region. Rakia R. Pippins, Esquire. Tori Ragsdale. Tori Ragsdale is manager at Deloitte Consulting LLP, an arm of one of the Big Four global professional services firms. His professional footsteps amount to 15 years of experience gleaned at leading property casualty, life annuity, and health insurance firms. Ragsdale's tenure with these firms placed him in Connecticut, Illinois, and New York, as well as in the global arena to serve clients in Hong Kong, Colombia, and Dubai. Ragsdale holds a bachelor's degree magna cum laude in construction management from the University of Maryland Eastern Shore, a master's in industrial technology from Illinois State University, and a master's in business administration from Cornell University. He is pursuing a doctorate in information systems management at New Jersey Institute of Technology. Ragsdale volunteers with organizations such as Big Brothers and Big Sisters of New York City and Habitat for Humanity. Tori Ragsdale. Chadwick W. Robertson. When Chadwick W. Robertson joined J.P. Morgan Chase at the age of 21 in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, he wanted to be the best teller he could be. Now, as a New York-based J.P. Morgan Chase Senior Associate in Corporate Derivatives Marketing Foreign Exchange Sales, he wants to better understand financial markets and foreign exchange and provide premium service to clients. Robertson has a bachelor's degree in finance and economics from Southern University and A&M College, and is a Financial Industry Regulatory Authority certified registered representative. Equally fervent about adding value to his community, Robertson is president of the New York Urban League Young Professionals and a mentor to inner-city males through Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Inc. and the Wall Street Alpha Gents, gaining essential networking tools for success program. Chadwick W. Robertson. Ebony Russell. Ebony Russell has an undergraduate degree in sociology from Virginia Commonwealth University and is at ease analyzing numbers and statistics to spot trends. As Director of Membership for the National Association of Automobile Dealers, Russell is tasked with assisting the diverse members of the group to succeed in the automotive industry. She considers this position her most significant accomplishment to date, saying it awakened her passion for advocacy and diversity. Russell gives back to her community, volunteering at the Zion Church of Landover Food Pantry and with the DC Central Kitchen, for which she not only provides nutritional meals, but also demonstrates to the patrons how to prepare such meals. Ebony Russell. Natasha M. Shanganuga, Esquire. Natasha Shanganuga, a director at Gibbons PC in Wilmington, Delaware, represents children in the Delaware foster care system through the Gibbons Pro Bono program and as a volunteer with Delaware's Office of the Child Advocate. This work allows her to mentor them and share her own stories. As a director at Gibbons, she serves in the Financial Restructuring and Creditors' Rights Department. Shanganuga obtained a bachelor's degree in accounting at Rutgers University and a Juris Doctor cum laude at Seton Hall University School of Law. Shanganuga's dream came true this year when she was made a partner at Gibbons, in recognition of her exceptional skills and service and the many ways in which she always seeks to be of benefit to the firm. Natasha M. Shanganuga, Esquire. Jeffrey A. Thacker. Jeffrey Thacker is Director of Digital for Hot 97, the legendary hip-hop radio station owned and operated by Emis Communications. Under his leadership, traffic to the site has soared and social reach counts more than 1 million Facebook followers. In the early 2000s, when digital platforms and social media were relatively new, Thacker joined a small team in the early 2000s. That small team now has more than 20 young professionals, all specializing in social media, video, web and print design, and public relations. Thacker holds a bachelor's in computer animation and graphic design from Fairleigh Dickinson University and a master's in communication design and motion media from Pratt Institute. Jeffrey A. Thacker. Charles Thomas Jr., EDD. Charles Thomas Jr. is a senior project leader at LMI, a not-for-profit government consulting organization founded in 1961 as the Logistics Management Institute. He advises federal government clients on practical, original, and sustainable strategies for fulfilling the mission of their respective organizations. A dedicated educator and philanthropist, he is an adjunct professor of organizational behavior and a life skills instructor for incarcerated men who are preparing for re-entry into society. Thomas received a bachelor's degree from the University of Notre Dame, an MBA from the University of Texas San Antonio, a master's and doctorate from Creighton University in Omaha, Nebraska. He also holds a host of academic and professional certifications. Thomas is the president of the board for OAR Fairfax and treasurer of the board for Leadership Fairfax. Charles Thomas Jr., EDD. Hugo O. Yude, Esquire. Hugo Yude is a partner at the law firm Mayer Brown LLP. Based in New York, he is a core member of the firm's corporate and securities practice. Yude served 2 years as co-chair of Mayer Brown's Associate Diversity Council. Yude earned a bachelor's degree in political science at Yale University, where he was an active member of the Urban Improvement Corp and the Yale African Students Association. While pursuing his Juris Doctor at Columbia University School of Law, he served as the business managing editor of the National Black Law Journal. Yude has performed pro bono legal work for Sharon Baptist Church and is involved in several initiatives to raise funds for improving the water supply and food distribution systems in Nigeria. Hugo O. Yude, Esquire. Nika White. Nika White is Vice President of Diversity and Inclusion at the Greater Greenville Chamber of Commerce in South Carolina. White has helped the Greenville Chamber to gain a national platform as a leader in diversity inclusion, with its recognition by the American Chamber of Commerce executives and recognition as Organization of the Year by the Minority Economic Development Institute. White holds a bachelor's degree in journalism and mass communications from the University of South Carolina, a master's in education from the University of Phoenix, and expects to complete a doctorate in management and organizational leadership at the University of Phoenix this year. Nika White. Tamika Winston, EDD. During her 9 years as assistant professor at Tennessee State University, Tamika Winston has been lead advisor in addition to teaching a range of courses. She is the Mass Communication Co-Assessment Coordinator as it pertains to accreditation by the Accrediting Council on Education in Journalism and Mass Communications. Winston has parlayed her skills into a Sirius satellite talk radio format, creating, executive producing, and hosting the shows Black Docs and Tennessee State Talk. Winston holds a bachelor's degree from Alcorn State University and a master's from Austin Peay State University, both in communications, and an education specialist degree and doctorate of education from Tennessee State University. Tamika Winston, EDD. Our congratulations to all of the honorees for their hard work, efforts, success, and achievements on behalf of their companies and our community.